Yo, what's up? It's your boy Denity, envisioned by Denity, Secret Society Motion Pictures. I just poured up with bids and bottles.
Yeah. Beers and vibes. Beers and vibes. Beers and bottles. Beers and vibes. Flyers. Bad as mobs. Pop. Pop and vibes.
It's your main man, P.P.M. Lewis. With beers and vibes. We got our special guest with us.
Your name, nigga.
You nigga say your name.
Introduce me. You supposed to roll out the
Nah, that's not what we
Oh,
do here.
man.
Yo,
know
it's
you
Denity.
Envisioned by
Envisioned
Denity.
by Denity. Director.
The
Film
Denity.
director. Music video director.
Piece of
Former
Secret
rapper.
Society. Team 80 Media.
Talk to me. Let's start off. We just had the McCarter Highway sucker on here. What'd you say they call her McCarter Muncher on here, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the throw baby, literally.
Young throw
she a
baby.
baby.
And she went so crazy. She gave us like 25, 30 minutes time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It got
how you-
real spicy. I don't know what you gonna do to top that.
How you gonna
Denity,
top that, bro?
man.
Denity.
Oh man, I got some footage I could probably show y'all. On a hard
Take
drive
the L.
somewhere.
You from Irvington. Why you got an L-Town shirt on?
Irvington.
Yeah.
I'm from everywhere, man.
You from Essex County? You Essex County,
I'm
baby?
Essex County, baby.
So, we like to start off these episodes with just, regular talks, random, conversations, finding out how dudes' week was. So, yeah, how your week was?
Joint was cool. I mean, been outside a little bit.
Right.
Little back playing basketball. I was talking crazy to you in the group
Yeah,
chat.
you talking crazy.
Talking crazy.
Hey, God, GL, let me tell you something. GL is like, he really played a lot of mind games, right? He called me and a certain person out, me and Mel out. Somehow me and Mel, we wound up playing each other for $200. Had nothing to do with this dude.
I baited them.
And he just dipped off. And he got the bootiest player in the world with him.
I said something that I knew should have been taken as a joke, but they so arrogant, they want to start talking serious and left me out of it. They talking to themselves, you feel me?
This nigga nut, bro. How your week was, then?
Everything was good, man. A lot of meetings, a lot of talks about stuff I'm about to start working on coming up. So
Yeah, talk that big money shit.
So then we do
We like to ask people like where they come from, what was they start, you know what I mean?
the origin stories.
my origin story. I was rapping before I had a camera.
Which was battle rapping?
I used to battle rap too.
Yeah, I know.
I used to battle rap in the halfway house.
Reverse back. You said you battle rap?
I used to battle rap in the halfway house.
Who'd you
In the halfway house. Don't skip over the halfway
Hold
house.
on, let's go all you back. Hold on. Let's go see your upbringing, right?
Oh my God, that's a long story, bro.
Let's give us the small talk. Start from the time you were 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Where were you at and you grew up with?
7 to 8, I was in New Brunswick. I moved to Newark when I was like 12.
First time ever.
First time ever. Everything new to me. New Brunswick is quiet, calm,
Right.
cool. You come to, at the time, gangs were still like color banging and stuff like that. When you see stolen cars, and I went to Quitman.
Oh, damn, you was in the hood.
I went to Quitman and I graduated. I did 4 years at Shabazz.
I never knew you went to Shabazz. When did you graduate Shabazz? 2002?
Oh, I graduated when the field was built.
Oh, right.
So that year, yeah. So we graduated I think we was probably the only class to graduate on that field at the time.
What was your experience there, like with your not only with the people at your school, but with your mother and your father? What's bring us there?
I didn't really. My mom, she got killed in a car accident when I was 16. So I was in high school when that happened.
Wow.
Sorry to hear.
So she was in and out. She was in and out the halfway house at the time too. So,
halfway house?
Yeah, Integrity House in Newark.
Well, she was locked up.
Yeah, so she was locked up, going in and out. My father was kind of like, he was in Kentuck. She was in Integrity House. So I always was like,
So you come
my
from
grandmother
thugs.
kind of like,
You
yeah.
come from thugs.
My father, he was like really out in the streets, and my mom was really like out in the street. So I was staying. My grandmother was kind of like my grandmother, my grandfather, my aunts kind of was like raising me up until that point. Like,
you got any sisters, brothers?
I got 3 sisters. They all like my little big sisters. I call them my little
3 sisters.
No brothers.
I'm starting to feel like I don't know you, Denity.
We got same father.
Same father, different mother.
Okay.
We black though. We don't use the half word.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he my brother. I'm just saying, like, you know, because like, since I have so many sisters, a lot of people ask, like, yo, all the same mother, same father. Like, me and all 3 of my sisters are the same mother, same father. Like, as crazy as my mother and my father was, they found a way to keep coming back together and producing children. Like, they was like never together. They was together, but they wasn't. But they always like,
right.
That was like the situation. Like,
that's nuts. And so, what's your relationship with your father today?
He passed away in jail.
How many years ago?
Condolences.
2011 or 2010 or 2011. He was using. He had relapse. So in jail, he was living with me at one point, and he went to jail, and he ended up having a seizure in jail. And you know, like when you have a seizure, like your brain kind of, you know, the guards didn't attend to him quick enough for him to, you know what I'm saying? He lost so much brain in his oxygen, he was like left in a vegetative state. Wow. So, you know, they brought him back to the hospital. And he just was, you know, we kind of had at the time, the oldest son, so I had to like, they gave me, it's like the doctors is keeping it a buck with me. The family is on some like, we're going to pray for him and God's going to help us.
How old was you at the time? About 25, 26?
I was like 22.
Damn.
It was 2 years before my son was born. So I was like 22. So they're like, the doctors is being scientific. Like, this is what's going on scientifically. We got to pull a plug on him. Otherwise, this and this. The bill is going to be this. But the family is like, God's going to, you know. So I was kind of torn, but at the end, you know, we had to like kind of pull the plug on him because he wasn't, there was no coming back. So, but when you got like a religious family that's they're really like, he's gonna make it, like, you know.
Keep praying no matter what.
Yeah, just like, he's gonna, you know, we're gonna get a miracle and da-da-da. But the doctors is on the side like, look, there's nothing really we can do.
Not this time.
Hey, baby, let me let you know right now, I'm putting that clause in. Don't pull a plug. That's why they go into the what's name. We gonna ride this motherfucker out.
Right.
All this laid up in the hospital.
Yeah, all this work I put in.
That's you suffering, bro.
That's cool. Let me exhaust alive. All this money I done gave y'all, put out on this work, y'all gonna let me
pull the plug on me, man. Pull it.
I got a moment to be selfish. Let me be selfish at this moment.
Pull it. Because even when they pulled it, I still got hit with the bill. Because when I found out he was in the hospital, I was the first one there. So I signed paperwork to see him. I ain't read it. No. Signed everything. So when everything happened,
how much the bill was?
That shit was like $16,000 or something like
How
that.
did you get that paid?
That shit just vanished.
They can't pay nothing.
Collectors was calling me, and then that just, it ain't on my credit report, nothing. But the hospitals and everybody was calling me, da-da-da-da. But I guess, I don't know, somebody probably told me, like, I don't know. But I was like 21, 22 at the time. But they was calling, I didn't know, like, what I was signing. I just like, yo, my father's in the hospital.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. So I just go. And that bill slap, that shit made me even more mad at him. I was already mad at him. They left me with that bill, had me stupid tight.
That's sick.
Had me mad as hell.
So let's move forward now. Let's go from there. Let's take it up to when you was starting to try to gangbang, and then from there to you trying to rap.
So, like, my mom went through the halfway house. She went to the program. I was kind of like a halfway house baby. She was in the program, and I was, you know, I would always leave school. I went to high school at Shabazz, Integrity right there.
That's right there, yeah.
Without authorization, I'm going to see my mom, like, every day. Counselor's not going to say nothing. I'm going to see mom every day. So they got familiar with me. I became like, you know, at school, I'm going to see her. So she ended up getting her shit together, and we moved to Irvington. And, my grandfather passed away, and then her ex-boyfriend broke her heart, and she ended up relapsing.
Wow.
So when she relapsed, like, I seen the change because I seen when she was using and when she wasn't. I noticed the difference. So she had me and my sisters. So one of her friends kind of took my sisters because we couldn't, like, I stayed because I'm like, yo, I'm not leaving my mom. But my sisters went with a friend because my mom lost her job. She started, you know what I'm saying? So that type of thing. So once she relapsed, shit started being different for me because I'm in the hood. I'm on 18th and Columbia. We used to live on 18th and Columbia. And yeah, we was in the, you know, I'm going to the chicken shack. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, everything regular. And there was this dude, he was going in and out the house, like talking to my mom in and out, whatever. So one day he came in the house and he saw me and was like, hold this for me. It was a clip. It was like 10 vows in the clip. He was like, can just hold this for me. I'll come get it later. So I'm going to school and stuff and back and forth. I'm keeping the shit in my room. So my mom ended up finding it. She like, such and such got you holding this for him? I'm like, yeah. She's like, when he give this to you, take one out. So I took one out and I gave it to him. He didn't notice it was missing.
You
so
thought that was a good idea?
It wasn't, but my mom was like, I didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? We fucked up. I was 14.
Yeah, you should have do a little better.
Nah, I mean, it was like, I'm riding for my mom. Whatever she says, what it is. And like, the power went out. Like, she couldn't pay the PSE&G bill, just like that. So I'm taking one out. She like, yo, take it out. Like, he'll come get it, leave. I'm on the porch. She like, just go on the porch. Somebody come up and ask you, da-da-da-da. Just tell him it's $10. So a nigga walked up, like, yo, you got da-da-da-woo-dee-woo. So I tell him $10. So homie came one day and he noticed, like, after like 5-10 times, he like, yo, I'm thinking it's over. I'm watching I watch Godfather, all that type shit. I'm like, this over for me. But the nigga just was like, all you had to do was ask. I would have gave you your own to that. And then that, like, I started doing that for like, I would say like a month or two. Like, my summer was on some like, my whole summer was like that. It was a very short stint of me doing that. Like, I wasn't like, but at the same time, niggas on the, like, we had no power in the house and shit like that. But niggas on the block that was doing it was making sure I was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so being in the halfway house and being out there kind of, it gave me a different perspective of like why people join gangs. Like, you got niggas that join gangs because of the niggas that, like, they wasn't doing it for the look. They was doing it because these niggas was really taking care of me, making sure I'm good. So
it's like a family.
Yeah. So I didn't have no father figure at the time. Like, the dude that was dating my mama, he was trying to do that shit. He broke her heart, whatever. My father was in the wind. And like, these niggas was kind of like my father figures. So they was just like, yo.
Niggas Bloods?
No.
What they was?
They had to be.
What they was? It was Crips?
Yeah.
On Columbia in 18? In 2002?
2002?
Or 2000?
What was this, 2000?
Or 98?
It had to be like 2000, 99, 2000. 90, yeah, like 99, 2000.
And it was Crips? On Columbia 18 days.
Columbia 18.
Blowing my
Look, it's been a minute. I could be wrong, but at the time,
just
like I said, these niggas was like, yo, we need you to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm just doing whatever they do because we ain't had no money to eat. Like, me and my mom was, like, the money I was spending, I was making from doing that, I was buying charcoal for us to grill because our stove didn't work. So we eating burgers and like we grilling and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Chicken, like we grilling. We got in the house. There's cold water. We showering in cold water. There's we was really thug. This shit gave me a whole different perspective of like rock bottom. Like I never experienced. From New Brunswick. Yeah, bro, that shit was complete. This shit was like almost blunt. This shit that era, like that time for me was just. But I was just like, yo, I'm gonna rock out with my mom. Like, that's how I was, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna I'm gonna ride out with her. So I was doing that, and then she worked at Integrity after she relapsed, and they just came and got her one day. So they sent me with one of her other friends and put her back in the program. Like, I guess they found out that she relapsed, because my sisters were staying with somebody, so that person was reporting back to, they just came and snatched her ass up one day. And they ended up taking me somewhere else. So that short time though, like,
where'd you go?
I went to East Orange with one of her friends, and they had a son too. So I call them to this day like my brothers because they kind of took me in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's family. I call them mom and dad.
Put the mic close to you.
I call them like my mom and dad and shit. So that's like my second family and shit. But they took me in, like, you know what I'm saying? They gave me a curfew. They put these because I guess they heard about me doing it. They're like,
so
yo,
that was your short window of about to be
whatever that role was going to be. Yeah. Whatever them niggas was, I was
about to be Crip.
Whatever it was. They didn't say like, It wasn't like, oh, we this, we that. It was just, this is what it is. You got to be part of us. You need to do X, Y, and Z. We got to do X, Y, and Z because we're taking care of you, and you got to be part of us. We got to know that you with us.
Cause
Right,
about
that
to
type of
three.
shit.
So after all that, right? Where did the rap come in? Because you talking about using halfway house with your moms, right?
Right, because every time, like, I was with the other family, but I always wanted to be with my mom. My mom, when she graduated the program, they put her in the shelter. I left the family to go be in the shelter with her. I would rather be in the shelter, not because where I was at was like a safety net.
Right.
I wanted to be with my mom. So black plastic bag in it with her, you know what I'm saying? And then she got her shit together again. And then we left again. But then I would go to I would still go to the halfway house, and they had an adolescent unit. The kids like 17, 18.
Right.
So I would see them. Some of them I knew from like around the way. I'm like, oh, what's up? Da 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 da. So my mom, I was 16. I was still going to Shabazz. She left one night and she didn't come home. And I woke up the next day, and the shit was that night she left. I woke up the next day. The car accident was already in the newspaper.
Wow.
Damn.
Like, my grandmother was at the door. Like, I woke up to that shit. It wasn't like I woke up to that shit. Like, that shit was
devastating.
That shit was, and my sisters was there because like she got her shit together again, got me and my sisters again.
She got everybody back.
Yeah, so she did that. Like, she would get her shit together. She made sure like she got me and my sisters back together. So had us, and we woke up to that shit, and that shit was just kind of like crazy. So when I say like halfway house, like after that, it was like, yo, I'm still trying to. I didn't go back to school until I was not trying to go back to school. I went back to school. Ended up going back to school. I was 16, so it was like my junior year. And then I finished my senior year. So I went back to high school. And once I left, I did the college thing, but it didn't work out. So went to Integrity, and they kind of put me in the adolescent program. But
Which was what, 18?
I was like 18, 19. And I had privileges that the other kids didn't have. I was in there, like I was sharing a room with adolescents,
Right.
but I could leave and go as I please, and because as long as I found a job, and they was just trying to put structure in my life.
Right.
So, I would look out for the other adolescents, let them use.
So you went there. So you went there basically on your own.
Your own free will.
To do that.
Yeah, not that I wanted to do it, but I ain't had nowhere to like. I had no family really. Like,
And you grown now, so you don't feel comfortable.
it's like
staying
I
with
couldn't
you.
go stay with this person and that person. Like, my family was very like kind of limited. Like, my dad was in the wind, my mom, like, you know what I'm saying. So I had to like, and it was like, so I did it voluntarily, but at the same time, like those adolescents in there, like I would bring my PlayStation there or bring music, and they couldn't go. I would go on their furloughs with them and shit like that. So now I became a counselor there.
Oh, you started working there.
Yeah, because I felt like
You was there when Yasmin was there?
She was
Counselor.
she was in the camp when I was working there at the time, but now she was she ended up being a counselor there too. But yeah, I know
he
he
was
was
in the camp.
She was like they had a camp for people's kids.
Oh, she was watching the kids.
Yeah, she was like working there too. But yeah, so in the halfway house, like niggas would have ciphers and shit like that. So I'm getting in there. I would bring like the Lloyd Banks versus Cassidy tapes to them because they couldn't get them.
That's dope.
I'm going down Broad and Market. The new Mads, the
$5
NCAA.
joints.
Yeah, I'm bringing them to them.
Yeah.
We all listening. I was making sure they had the niggas needed white tees. I was gonna get them white tees.
This,
Niggas
what
needed-
year is this? 02? 03?
Yeah, 02. No, this is like 04, 05,
Right.
something around there. Because I tried the college thing after that. So a little while after that,
Yeah,
I ended up, shit didn't work out. I just didn't, like I got to college and started enjoying it instead of doing the work.
What college you went to for the short period of time?
I went to Keene first.
Oh, you went to King? You was staying on campus?
Mm-hmm.
You was
Should've
a fuck
known
nigga.
arts
You
around
fucked
I
up.
went
Nah.
to Keene first,
He a couple years older than us.
and then I went to University of Maryland. I
you went
chased
out
that shit.
state?
I went with a girl, bro.
That's
we
some
go.
light-skinned shit.
It wasn't a decision that I would have made on my own, but I was talking to a girl at the time I was dating. She went down there, so I applied just to see,
And you got through.
and I got through, and then we both went down there. I stayed for a semester, and then coming back home, and then I went to the program. I went into the program, but I was in the program, but I wasn't in the program. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I was there for the structure, but I didn't have to do like all the other shit.
So let's go from there. From the structure, boom, boom, you leave the program, you was rapping, battle rapping, and then when did you figure out that rap wasn't gonna work? You want to start doing the camera?
I met my man Piff Beats.
Shout out to Piff Beats.
Shout out to
That's
Piff
my
Beats.
guy right there, man.
Met my man Piff Beats at GameStop.
And what year was this?
2011.
Right.
And I was doing the thing I was working at Integrity House, and I just ain't want to do it no more. So my man bet me, he was like, yo, I'm like, yo, if I go to GameStop, I probably can get a job in there. So I went in there and just tried it. And the dude hired me for a minimum wage. It was like $7.25.
Yeah, back in the day.
How much was
that's
making
a
at Integrity House?
But
More than that. You had
I was making more than that, but I was doing mad shit at Integrity House. I was counseling.
Yeah,
I
they
was
was getting their money's worth.
yeah,
out of it,
so but I was doing everything. I was doing
yeah,
mad
good.
stuff, like,
14 though, probably. How much did they give you? 12 or 14?
probably like 12, 11, 12. But I was doing. They was just
Wasn't
trying to
giving
keep
them
me.
enough.
They was trying to keep me occupied too at the same time, so I stay out of.
Trouble, yeah.
Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. A couple times in between, I did go back to 18 for Columbia to try to see some of the people that I knew.
You
You know
got a
what
couple
I'm saying?
dollars to go.
Nah, I ain't trying to do that. I just was trying to see people. Like we used to roof hop together and
yeah,
do wild shit. So
These my
I
guys.
kind of like So I'm like, I'm doing this now, like thinking they'd be excited, but that shit was not.
Where the niggas at now?
No idea. I went back one time, and a couple of them got locked up or passed away and stuff. It changed so much in such a short period of time. Like I said, I was there for a summer, and everything was good. But leaving for that amount of time and I got to see how much the rotation of the block changed.
Every
It's whole
18
new
months.
people there, so it's like, what happened with this person, that person? They like, it's like now I knew like this wasn't for me.
Yeah,
like I kind of got saved.
up.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like God just was like, yo, that's not.
So let's go back
Get
to the
back.
camera joint when you about to start doing
Yeah, so GameStop, boom, met Piff. Piff was like, yo, da-da-da. He's like, yo, I make beats. I'm like, yo, I rap. So we end up living in the same complex, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop.
Where?
In East Orange. He lived upstairs, I lived downstairs. We go to the crib every day, rapping, da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da, just freestyle.
You had your own spot by then?
I was living with my kid's mom.
No, she
So-
took you in. Oh, poor baby. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we had a crib together, me and my kid's mom, whatever. So we doing the music thing, and he showed me your stuff. He showed me your stuff. He's like, this the niggas that's doing it in this area. You got Louis J, you got Arsenal, you got this, the directors, you got Hazy Rule, you got Nimi Hendrix, Twiz. Like he
Marty.
putting me up on the history, like
yeah.
of, because I'm from here, but I never was in that space. I was that with these niggas from these different places. So he's like, if you gonna rap, you gotta da-da-da-da, you gotta get a feature with this person, you gotta shoot a video with this person. So I hit Hazy Rule for a video, he told me a price. And to me at that time, I was like, damn.
How much was he probably only told you 200. How
It
much
was like 200. In my mind, I'm like, damn, like these niggas be charging that much for videos? And I DM'd him. I probably still got the Facebook messages too. I sent him this song. I knew it was ass. He gassed that shit.
This could be 450.
He said, yo, this song need a video. He sound like me. Like now I sound like him now. He said that shit. So once he told me the price, Piff was like, yo, just get your own camera. So then Piff was actually the person that introduced me to Nimi Hendrix. So he invited Nimi Hendrix over to his house. Like
Nimi wasn't nothing at that time.
he still was. He came over, had his camera and everything.
Yeah, when Nimi started shooting, that was 2010, 2011, right? So when he first started, maybe 2012, when he first started shooting, they did that. The first thing I ever seen from Nimi at all ever was the it was before that. The USPA in the store shit. Remember? They had the first thing that went.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
He showed me that shit, but he had some joints under his belt before I met him because Piff was showing me his stuff.
At the time, okay.
Right. So he was like, yo, if you're gonna do this camera shit, Piff like, I could introduce you to this person, that person. You know how he talk and shit.
Right.
So Nimi came. He was like, I'm like, oh shit, this is Nimi Hendrix. Nimi like, yeah, Nimi talk, like at the time I'm making money. I'm at GameStop. I'm a store manager. I'm making salary.
What was the salary you think? 35,000?
Yeah. Hit it right on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that was a lot.
Hell
at the
yeah.
time. At the time, I'm like, rent paid, I'm doing this, I'm traveling.
So was this 2000? What year was this?
2012.
That gotta be like 12.
Yeah, because this year makes 10 years I've been shooting videos.
All
I
right.
met Nimi in 2012, and he told me what camera to get, and he told me to start coming to his shoots, and I started coming to his shoots. And he was like, yo, I can show you how to shoot videos with that camera. I'm like, man, I don't. But I saw him work, like, start going to his shoots. So I'm doing.
Yeah, Nimi special. I ain't gonna lie. Nimi special.
I didn't touch the camera for like 3 months. He made me hold lights for like 3 months straight. Shit was getting me mad.
You intern for real.
Like, these was hot lights. We ain't have all this technology we got now with the lights.
Right.
These lights was like, you could cook your beef patty and fry eggs. These shits was hot, and you had to hold them shits. We out in the blistering. Like, me and Ish, we started at the same exact time.
I remember.
So we holding these hot, like, that's why, like, a lot of my shit, when it came out, it had that look. Because I learned lighting before I even learned camera.
Right.
Because lighting is so, like, super important. So then me kind of, like, he instilled that lighting shit. I be telling niggas to this day, like, yo, how you get, like, no matter what camera you use, if your lighting is, like, super on point, it don't really matter what kind of camera you use. Your lighting is, like, one of the most important things. But, yeah, I met Nimi, and then Nimi showed me how to shoot with the camera. I started shooting for Secret Society artists. And
then what happened? Denity?
And then
what happened, Denity?
You know, I wasn't really getting paid for videos at the time because I had no reel and nothing to show. Like, so this guy hit me one day and asked me, how much do you charge for videos? And I didn't know what to tell him.
And this was 2012 or 2013?
This is 2012.
2012. He showed me a good price. You ain't got to tell the price. That price was low. Yeah.
$100.
Nah,
it wasn't that cheap.
He gave me more at the time. Like, oh shit. Like, at the time, it was like, oh shit.
I gave you a little less than I was giving Twiz.
Yeah, I didn't know what them niggas was getting. But the thing about GL, like, when he sent me the record, I already knew what to do with it. Like, and I think he kind of, like, trusted me with, like, once
How you know what to do with that bullshit he's putting out back then?
When we did Private,
that shit was
Private wasn't the first video we did, but me and GL automatically, like,
what was the first video y'all did together?
It might have been Newish.
Nah, Newish was like the second, I think.
Oh,
we did Private first.
Probably Private.
Was Private first? Private, I think, was first.
The homie GL, like, I started that nigga career off. He don't never give me the credit. We just
GL gave me my first industry artist ever. Like, he entrusted me with that.
Industry.
Like, I done shot Ross, Tory Lanez, all of that shit now. But before all of that shit, like, my very first person I've ever shot that was, like, industry was with homie.
Beers and bottles. Nah, what happened was I seen Nimi start building a team. So I was like, Nimi getting a little Hollywood. I had already heard about his numbers was kind of crazy. Me and Twiz was rocking out. Twiz got too busy for me. I'm looking like, well, I booked Nimi.
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? He got too busy for me. Shout out to Twiz. I love Twiz. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, Denity just as nice. It's just he ain't did as much work yet. I'm going to reach out to him. And then his mans happened to be fly. I used to be at their crib. I'm editing with him.
What's man talking about?
Chad. Piff.
Oh, yeah. Piff Beats.
Yeah.
That's not Chad Piff, I'm going to say.
Nah, but I was thinking about Chad Piff, but Piff Beats sitting in there. He's playing beats. Mm-hmm. He got the video upstairs.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's cool and all. I changed Denity life when he came to shop for me, though. It was a different
I'm the one that told you to use Denity.
No, that's not true.
You want me to tell the truth?
Tell me the truth.
I don't know that story. I remember when you hit me, though, because that shit was like out the blue.
I don't know it either.
I was shooting with Payday before I was shooting with him.
Sure.
They didn't believe in you, Denity. I said, why you guys using Nimi? I'm like, yo, Denity.
I only used Nimi one time.
Yeah, and then I showed you.
I used Twiz.
Why you think I used him before y'all? I co-signed him for y'all to go there.
You talked to Payday about it. I ain't
you too?
That's not true.
You seen his work from me, huh?
That's not true.
Huh?
I've definitely probably seen his work from you. But I said, let me tell you why I contacted you, bro. I seen the video you did for Pay. That's why I contacted you. It had nothing to do with GL.
I told Payday to use him. Same.
Yeah, that might be true. I'm just simply telling you that's why I seen.
Now look at who you working with now.
This nigga gonna let me talk.
My baby boy right there.
Yeah. I raised GL. He was
Look at
like,
my big, that's my youngest boy.
I remember
That's
like
cat.
times I sent GL to go to the store give me some McDonald's before, and you know what I
To
mean.
try to do what? though?
and you know that's my baby boy. You know what I mean. So
Tell them the rest of the McDonald's
I
story.
helped him grow.
Tell the rest of the McDonald's story.
Hey yo, let me tell y'all this story, right?
McDonald's story.
We at his house. GL hated me back in the day because I was mad aggressive, right?
It's your main man, PBM Louie. You know we pouring up Bel Air Lux. Every time we in the club, it's nothing but Bel Air Lux. The white bottle, gold tipping. We got to get right. We got to pour up champagne, celebrate life. It's Bel Air Lux.
So he don't come around me. He don't really say too much to me at all because he know I'm a little aggressive.
But my brother love him.
But his brother that's quiet at the time loved me. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. So I said, yo, I'm going to start bringing some tuna around, bro, then. Fuck this nigga. You feel me? I started bringing some tuna around, bro. I bring a bad little light skin thing, like I did, high yellow joint, big titties, fat ass, stomach on,
Nice lips.
hips. This you know how I like my joints. You see my wife, but I'm saying you know how I like my ladies. You feel me? It's a certain style. You get what I'm saying? Of ladies. But this particular one is a smaller lady. GL like him thinner, but he just like, you know what I mean? He like a certain look. But this particular one, she was like right up his alley, right? You know what I'm saying? So he come in, the nigga start doing nut shit like, damn, like what's going on? Like what's up? Like what's up? This is the time we young. He not even 20 yet, I don't think. He might have been like 18 or 19.
Yeah, I'm 18.
So, you know, I'm like a year or two older than GL, a year and a half older than GL. So I'm like probably like almost 20 or something. I might have just turned 20 and he was 18 because it's my birthday in the summer. You know, my birthday in the summer.
Yeah,
so I might have just turned 20 and GL birthday in October. So he's 18. Long story short, Shorty was 19 right in between us. Me in the house. He started going crazy.
This nigga.
Like, yo, so what's up? Like,
He in my room. Don't skip that part.
I'm in his room. But Joe, he like, yo, what's up? Like, what's up? Like, what we doing? Like, what we doing? Like, where's that?
He like, yo, here, go get us some McDonald's when you come back.
Yes.
Oh, all right. I'm going to go get some McDonald's.
Now we poor at the time. All of us poor. You know what I'm
I
saying?
definitely
Not
was
my
poor.
boy.
And I'm probably at the time, I'm probably doing a little bit better. You know what I mean? I got an apartment already. Me and my shorty. I got cars. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a little bit better. I'm hustling. I'm selling drugs. But GL, he ain't not broke as hell, but we all ain't.
I got
really,
rent to pay.
Yeah, we all ain't really we ain't like at our, we ain't
Right.
who we is nowhere near where we at today.
I go get the McDonald's
Go
and
get
come
McDonald's. I beat Shorty down real quick.
back. He got the door locked. This is my room.
Not my
I got
boy.
the key.
He want to come in. He thought he was just gonna walk in while I'm beating. Psych, you're mine. Door.
Not my boy.
Door lock.
Not my boy.
I got the key.
He got the key. He walk up in that joint. I'm done now.
I ain't gonna lie, Louis.
Yeah.
You a foul nigga.
Oh, wow.
You a foul nigga for that. The old okie doke 52.
This is my John. He came out. This is the first time I beat my John before he came in his room already. He wanted to, now he came in after the beat. Now he want to, and she already whispered in my ear like, Daddy, I want to.
Hey, and don't forget the sweet and sour
I used to be a
McDonald's.
conceited nigga too. I'm looking at her like I know she gotta want me.
This nigga said
I'm
you
like,
should
she
be
does.
I'm like, yo,
What's
I'm like, bro, they don't want you with, you don't got no beard yet. They don't, beard single
Wait, you got
niggas.
the picture? This nigga no
Yeah,
beard? I
nigga
can't even
got
picture
skins
this
on.
nigga.
Dressed up.
But to go back to females, yeah, what we usually do? What we got a conversation up here? What we do?
Fuck all the small
Call
talk.
a small talk.
Now, Denity, drink up, Denity.
Drink
Fuck
up.
all the small talk. Hey, Denity, when you was on Instagram trying to get your lady back, what made you do that shit?
What made you do all crazy on
What type
Instagram?
of light skin R&B
Y'all
shit you
remember
was
that?
on, man?
What type of time you was on, Denity, at that time?
Denity was the first nigga I seen really use the gram to y'all head.
Oh, man. Y'all remember that?
He know niggas. We asked you, we did anything you don't want to talk about when you came up here.
Nah.
And keep it true.
I helped too, like at such and such.
And we gonna say a name.
You know what's crazy?
He wanted back. We gonna say a name.
Not my boy.
Yeah, everybody helped with that, man. It was mad people like him. She was actually mad about that.
Tell us what happened, what you did, so the people know what you had did.
Me and Shorty-
gram.
Me and Shorty broke up, and I made a post basically trying to get her back. But I made everybody like, yo, tag, hashtag this like under her post, and mad people start doing that shit.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a real question. I want you to be honest with me as you possibly could. Was that the last chick you actually loved?
Yeah, that was my last
Like
relationship.
really love.
That was my last. Yeah,
Single since then?
I've been single since then. We broke up
You want some GL
the
shit.
top of 2019.
Nah, it was like 2018.
Nah, we broke up. It was
I
2019.
think he would know a little bit better, though.
Yeah, nah, I've been single since 2019.
You know what it is? They was breaking up so much.
Yeah, at that point.
Yeah, I mean, once it's on the end of its course, then you know, kind of.
Would you ever have a public relationship after that?
I would. Me and hers was based on like we had a solid like friendship first, so that's what made it kind of last as long as it did. So
How many years was you with her for?
like 7, 8.
7, 8 years you was with her
Yeah,
for?
they was locked in.
You was gonna propose, so keep it real.
Yeah, like I was in that space at one time with that.
He shooting my video. She there in the background. She not in the video.
Let me tell you this, Denity, man. You always been a great dude, and I don't see you being a disloyal dude, man. Let me always tell you this, man. Love yourself. I know I'm not gonna get into it, but I know a lot of dumb shit that she done did to you, and you know a lot of dumb shit. I'm just tell you something, Brandon. Always put yourself first. Self-preservation is real.
Yeah, I mean, all relationships go through shit, so you know people go through different things.
You live. What's the name now? Moving forward, 2014, you meet me. You know what I mean? Life changer, game changer.
Here we go again.
Was that GL a hater at that time? Before me, who have you shot before me at that time?
At 2014,
Yeah,
all the Secret Society artists,
none as big as me, gut.
all the Secret Society artists.
Maybe Taxed.
GL, Payday. It was damn, bro. That was just a minute ago. This one artist, West.
I'm fucking around, y'all, bro.
When you first started, did you think that you was going to reach all the people that you reached?
I didn't think, not like that. I knew. My mentality is like my father. He was like, "Yo, if you're not gonna," he's like on some like my father was arrogant. Like I'm the best at everything I do. If you don't do it, like he was on some shit like that. Like, yo, I'm the best at everything I do. I won't even fuck with it if I can't be the best at it.
Right.
I knew when I started getting into the camera shit, I knew I had to take this shit to where it was because I left my job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is it. I got kids. I had to go 1,000% with this shit. And like I said, like, you know, Nimi played a big part in, you know, like helping me develop as an actual director. Like, cause I would have just went, Nimi kind of instilled that cinematic part because he know how to like movies, like cinematic, like he's in that, like that's his eye, that's his thing. So he gave me that and the lighting and a lot of that type shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of took that and just like once he gave me that and I added my own sauce. Cause at the time I was like, damn, like when I started getting booked and when you came in the picture and asked me like how much you charge for videos, I was trying to figure out how to get booked cause you got like Rock Davis, like, you know what I'm saying? You got Swizz, you got Nimi, you got Swizz, you got Hazy, niggas shooting with Dash still. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, how can I get people to book me over them? So I started getting into the visual effects stuff because I'm like, yo, nobody's doing it. I was like, I got to give people a reason to book me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started the whole
storyline.
Envision by Denity. Niggas was like, nah, just doing directed by. Niggas don't know what that envision shit mean or da-da-da. And I just always refuse to change it. Right. To accommodate or dumb it down for people. You know what I'm saying?
I met the nigga Denity, man. The nigga, that first time we worked together talking on the phone, I wasn't sure what to expect. And then when he got it, he like, yo, Lou, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm a fan. I didn't seen your shit before. I always been a fan. And I always liked the work. I mean, I wanted to see what it was.
I seen Slippin'.
Working with you, yeah.
The Slippin' freestyle I seen before you had even a conversation.
What was the first video y'all shot? Run up a check?
Thumbing through a check.
He told me that's the same thing you just said now. Like I seen Slippin' video, bro.
That shit was fire. He was talking crazy. I like substance and you know what I'm saying, lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of music that I'm a fan of and I like. And
that shit was like, all right, damn, we could work more. But outside of that, right, I seen your work grown. Like you did a great job for me on Thumbing Through a Check, right? But when I seen some of the videos that you was doing for your bro, because you working with that Trav, I just thought like, damn, Denity.
What's that red cam came through?
Right.
Yeah, Trav. I met Trav in 2016, 2017. I DM'd him on Instagram and he just hit me back like, yo, meet me in the studio this day, this time. And he put me in Jim was there and Jim was working on a project. Trav called me there to shoot Jim videos. And Jim at the time was doing like Love and Hip Hop and shit like that. And there was like a bunch of other directors there. This nigga had like a C100, all these big ass cameras, all these like big directors. And I'm just sitting there like,
What you
I
got?
feel like, damn, this shit is
You
like.
had like the 7.
You didn't record.
I had like a
You didn't
17.
record none of
Nah, I didn't record it because it was more like Trav never invited me to the studio to like film him. He always treated me like as a director. He never like, yo, come here, but don't forget your camera. He never treated me like that. He always treated me like a director. So, you know what I'm saying? He always like, if you come to the studio, we listen to the music, we do the treatment, and then we go shoot the video. You don't got to bring your camera here type shit. But at the time, it's like, damn, it's like, this nigga got this camera, da-da-da-da. But like, Jim was playing the music, and he was looking at like, yo, you take these songs, you take these songs, you take these songs, you take these songs. But I was coming up with the treatments like on the spot. Like, these directors was like, I got to take it home, and da-da-da-da. I was just saying, yo, we should do da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And they looking at me like, yo, who is this?
Yeah.
I'm just like going crazy. I hear the song, and as soon as the song over, I'm like, we should do this. We do this like this. We make like I see a movie for this. We could do da. And then they just kind of like start fucking with me. Like,
So you basically took the opportunity just being there to a different place.
it just like once the music started playing, all of the nervousness and being around these, worrying about what director is this and what director is that shit went out the window. Once I heard the music, I just started just going. Like it just was.
You know, some people right now watching you. You know, I'm listening to what this interview right now. When you have this, I want them to know the trials and tribulations. So I know you had some footage and stuff with Jadakiss. Tell us how that happened and what was the problems with that. How you mended that relationship.
I love. This was like I think every director's probably come to a point where they've lost some footage. So
Twiz lost my JR Ryder footage. I was sick.
Yeah, I had a situation where I shot some footage. Did a music video, and it was
Jada.
No, it was Trav, but it was featuring Jada, and we you know what I'm saying, something happened with the footage or whatever. So it was like the hard drive kind of like at the time you just starting out, it was more of a you don't think like yo at the time it's like you don't go to school for this shit, so it's like. You get the hard drive, you just keep it on there and just whatever. You don't think like, oh, I need to back this up twice. After that instant happened, it was like after that, like I back up everything. Like I don't play that shit.
Did
like,
Trav curse you out? Keep it real.
No, I mean we went through the whole like we spoke about it, and it was he never like anytime he let me make my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? He of course at the time is like da 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 da, but he always like he's seen like my potential, so he let me go. He let me make my mistakes and allow me to grow from the mistakes I was making as he kind of like watched me progress to kind of like where I'm at now as far as opportunities.
So now, you know, you more seasoned, you know what I mean? You're doing this for years. You know, you understand, you know, how to make the money, how to actually shoot the video,
right.
You know, what to expect, what not to expect. Is now moving forward, is the money more important than the actual doing the work? Or
the money is never important. I'm saying the money is never important because as long as you're good at what you do, this might sound cliche, but I'm saying that from somebody who's, even till now, I have a price, but I still do videos for people that's not, if they don't have the budget, we figure it out. And I had actually, shout out to my nigga Shula the Don.
Mm-hmm.
This director I collaborate with and work with in Miami. We did a video with Rick Ross. We actually had to go to Rick Ross's house, and Rick Ross had this conversation with us about don't leave no money on the table.
Right.
So his thing was, yo, if say you a director and your price is normally, well, he gave it to us in his terms, but he was telling us about bookings. So it was more like, yo, if this dude he's charging hosting, if your walkthrough is like 50,000. And the host only got 30. There's artists that would turn that down. But instead, you should just, you know, probably take it. But instead of doing like 5 songs, do like 2 songs or kind of like bring it down to give them kind of like make it make sense type of thing. So even,
so
you know,
work and match the price.
Right. So I learned that, you know, even if as a director you have a certain price, instead of like an 8-hour shoot, you know, do like a 2 or 3 hour shoot. And, you know, like it's kind of like you have the artist give you a budget and then give them what they need within that budget. And, you know, it's really up to your discretion. You know, because some people, he's like, that's how you last in the game, because it's more like you stay stuck on that price. It's a ton of new people getting into this, ton of people buying cameras, ton of people
with a better
doing
price.
This and that, you know what I'm saying, with a better price, doing all these crazy ass effects and all this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you always gotta, it's either you
adapt,
evolve, or become obsolete.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying, with that, it's like you gotta stay in the times, and now I had to learn how to delegate too. Like I was doing everything on my own, like editing, directing, treatment, on my own. It was causing a lot of, some of my work to be delayed from getting it back to people on time. So now I had to learn to be like, I'm gonna hire this person to edit these. I'm gonna do this. And this person to write this treatment for this song.
I seen you work with Drop Top Harvey a couple times.
Yo, the crazy thing, like Drop, I met Drop. I learned Drop music. I bought Drop CD from him before I was shooting videos.
Wow.
I heard his music. I pulled up on him. He was at a gas station. I still got the CD. It was the GOAT CD. Yeah, Drop. Pulled up on him. He put the shit online. And Drop, like now, like it's like one of my partners. That's my dog. Like I travel with him. Like
talk to him every day.
I done took Drop to LA. We partied with The Weeknd, Travis Scott, all these guys. Drop when he got me, he'll tell you the story with the LA story.
Let me ask you a question. And be honest with you. I know a lot of directors say this. Am I the most complicated artist you work with?
No. My only gripe with you is that you don't be knowing the lyrics. And I think that's every director.
He never know the
I think
lyrics.
that's every director's thing with you is like, I talked to Rico, but man, this nigga don't know the lyrics, man. You don't got the bar. Because I got to put so much B-roll in them spaces where you can't say the words. But as it's almost like you go to a barber look at your head, know like what you want, and they cut you so much, they know that how to work with you. So I know that you not gonna, I don't expect you to come in and know all the words.
Right sometimes.
Yeah, like you look away because you making sure everything on point.
Yeah.
So,
watching stuff in the background.
He can have all. We did Throw Me Through a Check. We got 1,000 niggas outside.
He's still looking.
Every homie outside in his hood, he's still making sure. Like, all right, bet. While we shooting, he's just rapping his lyrics, looking over there.
Ish was looking around like,
nah, you know what? Ish, I'm gonna tell this story. I never told this story like publicly. Like Ish almost got his head smacked off. You feel me? Same thing. Nimi had a little situation too, but before the Nimi situation, after the Nimi situation, Ish did. Like, we was outside. Ish was like, yo, tell these motherfuckers to something, whatever he said. And then my man started talking. My man on the stairs, he was like, yo, you better tell these motherfuckers they in our hood, da-da-da. And I walked down the stairs and I pulled Ish aside. I'm like, he might even remember. It was almost 10 years ago. I'm like, Ish, bro, these dudes is killers here. You gotta stop, bro.
Yeah, Nimi style of directing.
Nimi, this is what happened with Nimi. Nimi shoot my video. We shot one video together. Nimi, my man. It was me, Nimi, Moxburg, everybody. We deep as hell. You feel me? He's, if you know Nimi, you know how he direct. I don't paint it no mind. In orange. He was like, yo, get the fuck on the side, da da da. And I'm with Moxburg. Mox, my big homie. That's my OG. And he was like, yo, you better shut the fuck up. You feel me? And I said, Nimi, yo, you gotta relax how you talk to everybody. We gonna shoot the joint. He probably don't remember either. That was 2013. I'm like, yeah, we gonna shoot the video, everything. But look, when you talk to everybody, bro, you gotta kind of chill with it. Like,
Nimi gonna be Nimi. I done heard Nimi.
Yeah, I don't.
Yo, they ain't in the video. Why the fuck they here?
That's why he was like, yo, Nimi was like, yo, he's like, bro, all I did was say was this and that. I'm trying to just move everybody in the room. I'm doing my directing.
Yeah, Nimi is like, it's like a method to his madness type of thing.
Yeah. No, it came out great. I just was in my head. I'm like, man, I hope this nigga don't get killed. These niggas got guns on. This is what I be trying to tell niggas. Right?
Certain people you can stop, certain people you can't stop.
Yeah. Right. That's not. If my big bro was going, what I was gonna do? There was nothing I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I think it's more about he only be focused on like, yo, making sure the product come out how people envision the product.
He was bullshitting though. He wasn't wrong for telling us that. I'm just simply saying that
delivery.
It was the delivery that he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got a very strong delivery, but his post game is.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't here to go trade trash and try to disrespect you. You my guy. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. My only gripe with you be like, you don't be as attentive as I be like. And a lot of people be like, you know what I mean? I pay up front. I'm a different dude, right? So, it's been times where I owe Denity money. You know what I mean? It's a fact, $50 before. And it's been times where Denity had taken my money and then it take 3 months to get me my work. So it be gives and takes, you know what I mean? Because now he don't get it fucked up. He gonna show me love prices, so it's different. So you gotta, when niggas show you love, it's gonna be a different thing. You know what I mean? Because it's my guy. Obviously, we worked together for 10 years.
I don't think it's like a love thing. I think it's more of a
lazy thing. Then
it's not a lazy thing. It's like when you shoot industry artists. I ain't gonna say they could do anything. my whole thing is, I said this in a 15 Minutes of Fame interview in like 2013. My whole thing was always to like give the unsigned artists the industry look. So like, of course, like I could shoot an industry artist and they get their shit back in like a da-da-da-da, because you could just kind of do anything for them. Because they already on, so they don't need that much, like in the edit space, you know, they don't need that much doctoring and this and that. But like on unsigned, like in underground or independent artists, I would say, my treatments kind of be more intricate for those videos, so the edits be a little bit more intricate.
Nigga, you come on, bro.
No, I'm being
I
honest.
love you to death. You
No, I'm
my
being
nigga.
honest.
Yeah,
I'm being honest.
I think it is for some.
I am being honest.
I
what you're
think
saying.
because our relationship, some of them videos wasn't intricate. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You took mad long with the Rico video when we shot in LA. That shit had me mad to the motherfucker.
The Rico video. Oh, the one we did in the
Yeah, that shit was not intricate.
Nah, that
That
wasn't
shit
intricate.
took. That shit took.
He said
That
That
wasn't
shit took
intricate.
like 3 months, and then with the last video we did, it took a couple.
But we
months.
did like 5 videos.
No, we did in 1 year. We did 12 videos. The next
Right.
video, next year we did 6 videos. So we did 4, almost at the same time.
Right.
But I didn't even get one back from you.
No, you
What
did.
do you say with those guys that's gonna complain and do that? Where you at now with it opposed to 2019, 2020?
I'm not
as
gonna
far
say
as like
29.
getting the work
20
in.
As far as the working, like I have.
got help now. You got a team.
Nah, it was more of a like, yo, I was trying to do everything myself. Even the guys that's been doing it before me, everybody had to learn like not to do everything themselves, from the editing to the everything to themselves. So once
Right.
business starts picking up, it's almost like a fucking app drop and or like a sneaker drop, and then like, yo, the page go offline because they didn't expect that much traffic.
Right.
It's like once business start picking up, you don't really, at the time, you don't accommodate for getting that many inquiries or business things at one time, because you just going with the wind type thing.
Right.
Once business start picking up, you just like, all right, bet. Now instead of doing 2 videos a week, now I'm doing 5. But you didn't accommodate for that. You didn't say, well, since I'm doing 5 now in your mind, you just doing the videos. Now you're like, damn, I gotta edit all these shits. I think that's every edit, but you don't accommodate for it, because like I said, nobody went to school for this. We learning as we go.
Right.
So now it's like, all right, bet. So now I have editors in place that do this. I have colorists. I have a person that does lighting. I have this. Now I have a bunch. I've always had a team, like, but it was more like, you know, we have interns, SSP as interns, but
So do you make more money now that you have a team or less? Because I would think in my mind, just to cut you off before you speak, that you would make more because now you can take on more projects.
it's like I said before, to me personally, it's not really about the money. It is about the money, but it's not, because because before it's like, all right, bet. Now I gotta shoot, edit, treatment, all of that for this one record. Now I could just shoot it, and if it's like a certain type of record, I could send it to an editor to kind of do all those effects, or have somebody do the lights and, you know, da-da-da-da. So now it's different, because now I could delegate certain things, so I could spend more. I could actually accommodate doing more videos now, since I have a team in place to handle things that I would normally or regularly be doing on my own.
Right.
So that sounds like more money to me.
Yes.
More videos, more money. My question to you before we get up out of here is, what's next? Are you going to step into the movie lane? Like,
Yo, right now I'm already kind of got my foot in there. I know y'all had Suge up here a couple weeks ago. Me and him working on the What Your Life Like
Right.
films. You know what I'm saying?
we had Messiah up here earlier. I know y'all working on
Yeah, me
some
and
stuff.
Messiah working on. We've been working on some stuff for a while, but now I think we got it polished to like this new joint that we're
Because
working
that
on
last
now is-
2B TV shit y'all did was ass.
It didn't even come out on Tubi TV, but that was like a learning experience for the both of us, and he'll tell
Right.
you that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, music videos and films are 2 different things.
That's
Even
a
though I've
fact.
had experience doing films, like me, Nimi, and Ish did Death Coast together.
Right. That was hard. That was
we just
hard.
re-released it
on YouTube.
on YouTube.
22,000 views
right?
a week. I seen it.
And we didn't know anything. Like we didn't know really. Like we knew about what we knew then. We didn't have all this technology. We didn't have gimbals and drones and all of that shit. We just had a camera and manpower.
That nigga Denity called me like, yo, Louis, I think you should take a budget out and shoot a movie, bro. Like,
Yeah, 'cause
he
I-
said- He said your story a little bit different than a lot of niggas, so I think
we got a
like,
shared note and you got a story in the note. Like I got your script basically already is to share a note, but that's what I was saying. Like really, that's what it's about.
Right. I'm a great writer, bro. I know a lot of niggas like really like the homie GL don't like to give me my credit, like you know. But I think you know what I mean when it comes to like you know doing what we do. I'm a great writer. You know, Rico lost some of our footage when he first started, but that shit was ass.
I think everybody when they first start, they go through that losing footage thing. I can't name a director that. There's no director on this earth that have like a squeaky clean record of they never lost footage. Good then. And it's just like it ain't even like good. It's just like a technology thing. It's like we can't some shit we can't control. A hard drive go bad, we have no control over that shit. Hey,
Denity, I ain't gonna lie. No, I wanted to put this up before. I don't want to cut you off. I know we still talking about this, but I always wanted to like you know tell you thank you. Like you know when I called you for my little bro Rico, and I wanted you to you know help him, and you just you like nah, I got you, bro. Next couple jobs. I'm gonna put him on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think bro could be doing better right now to move his finances up?
Who, Rico?
Yeah, like if you wasn't getting information right now financially, like
Rico's already in that.
No, he got his own lane, he got his own clients. But you know, I'm gonna need him to get to your level.
You get what you negotiate. You get what you negotiate.
What about equipment wise?
It's not about the equipment. I know people that don't. The directors that's really doing it don't even own a camera.
Right.
I work with a lot of them because I have the camera.
Right.
I'm the one I'll direct or I'm DPing. When I'm DPing, I'm the one that come up with, I have the camera, I have the, you know what I'm saying? So I show up, I'm doing the camera work, director do his thing. So a lot of the directors is really in your ability to come up with the concept. As long as you show that concept and you can execute that concept, you'll never have an issue with money.
So you've been shooting for 10 years now. On this grind, how long would it took where you say you were making consistent money where your baby mother wasn't complaining, you paying all your bills, you wasn't having too many hardships?
I would say
it's an independent grind different.
I would say probably the last like 4 years. Because even before that, like when I started, me and her had issues because she ain't really, I don't knock her, but it was like, how do you,
the vision?
Nah, and I don't knock her for that. She believed in security, like, yo, have a job, have it 2 weeks.
That's most
so I never got at her for that or anything like that. It was just more like, I got it, but at the same time, like, I believed, I'm like, yo, this is what it, I mean, she's, you know, been like, yo, no, you're not making, you know, because it's, in entrepreneurship, it's ups and downs. Right. From the outside looking in, it's all about perception.
Especially
so
them early
on
days.
Instagram, it might look like I'm living my best life. But behind the scenes, it's like, you know, it looks like that. But I'm working. Right. But I'm working. You know what I'm saying? So it's really about perception. Right. But you gotta, it's ups and downs. You might have a good week. That's even in hustling when you're in the streets. You have a good week.
Why you pointing at me when you said?
I didn't. I just went like this. You know? But you might have a good week and then other weeks. Everybody know, like, even in this game, like, fourth quarter be slow for a lot of people.
For sure.
So fourth quarter is, you know, I tell a lot of young directors, I had to stop, like, volunteering information, too, to guys that I felt like needed it because they didn't want it.
Game is to be sold, not told, huh?
Because I'll see something wrong when I first started and I knew the answer. It was like, I see the answer, like, you should fix this. They just didn't want it. And it kind of made me look kind of crazy because I was giving it, and it was just forcefully getting out. Just like, I kind of wait. Like, a lot of people be hitting me.
And how's your relationship with the Secret Society team now? We don't really see you guys together.
Nah, I mean, those are my brothers. That's family. Like, I'm with them. I go to the studio with them still. I still work with them. It's Nimi. Like, I'm SSMP. Damn near. That shit is
to the death.
I seen him in the studio with Tax and them the other day.
Yeah, I just was in there with, it was Tax, Flea, everybody.
He was recording?
I was filming, yeah. Tax need me, call me, bro. He like, that's family.
Shout out to Tax.
Nimi need me at any shoot. I'm at any shoot.
Shout out the whole Secret Society. Those are my guys, man.
Yeah, it's like, those all my brothers. Like, anything, like, we really got it out the mud together as a unit. The vision was more
Shout
so
out
like,
to my nigga Photo.
The vision was more like, God. The vision was more like us to do like a cash money type of thing, like with a bunch of group of directors. And it's like, you got cash money, you got all these directors, or no limit. Like, we try to do that with just like the group of directors version of it. Because when you think about the top directors in Jersey, you know what I'm saying? It's
talk your shit.
majority of that has come from the gang. So
right. So look, let me ask you a question. Right, we about to end it off like this. Like, if you wanted to leave the people with something, they want to know one thing about Denity when it's all said and done. You know what I mean, what would it be?
I don't know. I do what I do like for my legacy and my kids kind of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would let them determine that for if anything happened to me, for what I would leave them with. Like, because I've gave a lot of people like their best videos. Like, a lot of people, I've given them like probably their best visuals and, you know what I'm saying, like the treatments and stuff like that. So it's really like my work and my work ethic. I would say, as far as like advice, I would just say, like, if you're gonna do this shit, like, put the money second, put the vision first. Cause like I said, when it come to labels, cause a lot of people be like, yo, their thing is when they come in this, I ask people like, yo, what you wanna do? They be like, I wanna get a red. Like, I asked you what you wanted to do. Like, who you wanna shoot for? That the first thing they just like, I want a red. It's almost like, I get it, like the red is like the Rolex of like when you trapping, like it's like the trophy, the camera.
But then what?
But right, now what? Because I know people that got reds now and they struggling to get videos.
Right.
Because they don't have the work. Like, no matter
clientele.
what camera, I don't have to show up with red. I can show up with any camera and still, people don't ask me, people don't hit me like, yo, I need a red video. They hit me and say, I need a Denity video. And that's the difference. Like, you got to build your brand to be beyond the equipment that you're using.
Right. So outside of that, right there, that you just said all that, you know what I mean? Salute to you. Big ups. Let's get into some nonsense, right? Outside of Trav, who spent the most money with you?
Whoever spent the most money with me?
It had to be me.
Don't sound like it
can't
was
even
you.
count.
Lou.
I done
Don't
gave
sound
one.
like it was you.
Yeah, he can't even count. That's crazy. One year I spent 12 videos with him. Another year I spent 6 with him in the same, like.
It might be. It might be.
Bro,
I can't even.
That sound like
I can't
because you're right here.
I can't.
I'm pushing it,
You
dog.
know what's crazy? Because I've gotten big budgets and I've gotten
Oh, I don't mean
regular
on those
budgets.
levels. I'm talking about my own.
You gotta
level.
specify, because I've done this and I've done this. I've
Now,
done every level.
Ross spending the most money than more than anybody.
I mean,
That's the case.
I get hired
Yeah,
to do a job. These guys that signed it on, their money is their money. I get paid to do a job when I get there. It ain't like, if they're a millionaire, it don't mean that I got $1 million. It mean that I just got paid to do my job when I got there.
Because if you really look at it, it's a domino effect. You started working with GL, then more people seen those videos.
Cap, you did 1 or 2 videos.
See those videos.
Hey, yo, you
This
can't
shit like a pyramid
Hey, yo,
scheme,
stop
man.
crediting Identity. Stop crediting these niggas that do 1 or 2 videos with you. 3
1 or
maybe.
2.
I don't credit.
How many videos you did with Identity? 3?
You count them. You
Probably
can
like 4 or
count
5.
I don't know.
them. You count them.
We did Broke Hitters, Private,
Broke it is private.
Newish.
Newish.
We were working on 2, and then that's when he
We did the shit with Euro.
Euros.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not counting Euro because you. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Look, let me tell you something, bro. You talking about 4 videos. I did that in a month.
At the beginning,
Hey, bro, come on. Tell us, nigga, that we was doing 4 or 3 videos.
You did this. I'm gonna give you that. We did like 4 videos.
I really did
No,
that,
but wait,
bro.
What you think would have happened if I continued?
It was now that we was different levels at the time. I wasn't. I mean,
At that time?
No, I did like
bro, I
probably
was 100,000 in there. I wasn't. I'm not trying to say like, come on, let's go past that. At that time, you wasn't fucking with me, man.
Payday got y'all beat though.
Pay don't got more videos than me.
He don't got more videos than you, but if he was still like consistent, probably would. Because Payday, like we're working with all y'all have your own relationship, but at the time, like I said, I worked with GL, then it was Payday.
You love
Payday let me do whatever I want. I could be like, yo, we going to the moon. He like, all right, fuck it, put it in the video.
Oh yeah, I ain't
Like
there.
Payday let me go through my experimental phase. Like,
Yeah, that's because Payday.
he like, I'm like, yo, I'll make you teleport through a door. He
That's
like,
'cause
I'll make
Payday
that
had
nigga
like a little
teleport through a
beam.
door.
That's gonna be.
Y'all did that.
He got that shit was booty. What you did with Payday with
With the door?
No,
That shit was fire.
That shit was booty when y'all did the. There wasn't anything. I think he was like a killer or something when y'all was at the spot.
That was fire.
That shit was trash.
That was fire.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
the
fire.
shit with Drift. That's not playing with us, man. We did some
Oh
shit,
yeah,
man.
we did do the
Stop
shit with
playing
Drift.
us,
Hey yo,
man.
you know Payday video I'm talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about, but yeah, shout out
It
to
was a
Payday.
fire
Look, Payday
storyline.
like a man when he heard this. You know I love you, Pay.
The storyline was crazy. The record was crazy.
That shit
We
was
had
trash.
actors.
Hey, yo,
We
this
did
Biz
mad
and
shit.
Bob, this is about to sign off,
I'm
man.
drunk now. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
I need
Hey,
another
Denity
cup.
is
Shit
been
was
real,
trash.
man.
You know what else was a trash video? I ain't even gonna say it's been bids and bottles, bro. I love you.
All right.
Gang.
Yeah.